welcome to Next IAS English. Today we are going to cover all the places, important places in news. So let's quickly get started. वो सारे ही places जो important रहे हैं, news में रहे हैं, let us talk about them. The first place is Venezuela. So let us talk about it. Why it is in news? US is set to launch new phase of operations as pressure mounts on Venezuela's president. US is now set to launch a new phase of operations as the pressure is mounted on Venezuela's president. Let us talk about some crucial facts about Venezuela. You can see the location of Venezuela in the map here, and the crucial facts are it is located in the northern coast of South America. You can see here, northern coast of South America it is located, and the capital and the largest city is Caracas of Venezuela. Then let us talk about the government. It is federal presidential republic under an authoritarian dictatorship. So that is the form of government which is there in Venezuela. And let us talk about the land border. So Venezuela shares the land border with Colombia, Brazil and Guyana. You can see here Guyana, Colombia and Brazil. So it shares its land borders with these three places, and the maritime borders with Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. So you can see here with the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea, it shares the borders. And now let us talk about some key highlights of Venezuela. So Venezuela has a tropical climate with rainy and dry seasons influencing the regional activities. It is home to Angel Falls, the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall in Canaima National Park. So Angel Falls, which is the world's highest uninterrupted waterfall, is located here in Venezuela. And this economy largely depends on petroleum exports, making it vulnerable to global oil practices. So again, as you know, the global oil practices are not up to the mark right now in the world. So again, it becomes vulnerable because of that, because it largely depends on petroleum exports. Moving forward, let us talk about rich cultural heritage, which is influenced by indigenous African, Spanish colonial traditions and history. If you will go and look at the history of Venezuela, you will find out that it was colonized by some indigenous African and then Spanish colonial traditions, and that is why its culture highly depends on all these colonial traditions. Moving forward, let us talk about the second place in news, which is Georgia. So let us talk about Georgia now. First of all, you can see the location of Georgia here. Let's talk about why it is in news. India boosts textile and sericulture ties with Georgia at Culture Seri 2025. So at Culture Seri, India has boosted its textile and sericultural ties with Georgia, which is again a very fine step for India. And let's now talk about some crucial facts about Georgia. So the capital and the largest city of Georgia is Tbilisi, and the government is unitary parliamentary republic. So that's the form of government which Georgia has. Then it shares land borders with Russia towards the north and northeast, Azerbaijan towards the southeast, and Armenia and Turkey towards the south. You can see here with Armenia and Turkey towards the south, Azerbaijan here towards southeast, and with Russia towards north and northeast. Now it shares maritime borders with Black Sea. You can see here, this is the Black Sea part, so it shares maritime borders with it. You can see here the location of Georgia in the world map. This is the location of Georgia. Now let us talk about the key highlights. It is located at the intersection of Europe and Asia. So Georgia is located at the intersection of Europe and Asia, you can see here, and then features a diverse landscape including the Caucasus Mountains and Black Sea coastline. So it has Caucasus Mountains, which are highly relevant for your examination perspective. So again, it becomes a very important keyword. I want you to remember it, and after this video, go through what all is important in Caucasus Mountains. And Black Sea also, it has Black Sea coastline, so again that is also important. Now let us talk about a parliamentary republic with a history of political reforms and aspirations for EU and NATO integration. So again, it is a parliamentary republic with a history of political reforms. There have been many political reforms, and there are aspirations of European Union and NATO's integration also. They hold that aspiration. Now let's talk about diverse economy with agriculture, tourism and services as key sectors. So Georgia has a very diverse economy. They have agriculture, services sector, also tourism sector as well. So again, its economy becomes important. So UNESCO World Heritage Sites, including the historical monuments of Matsketa and the upper Svaneti region is also there. So there are again UNESCO World Heritage Sites also which are included. So that is it all about Georgia. Before we move forward, I would like to mention one important thing. If you want the screenshot of these graphics, go visit our Instagram channel. You can find that on GeoFocus section, and in our website also you can find it on GeoFocus section. Now let us move forward to our next places news, which is Myanmar. So Myanmar election will not be free or credible by Thai foreign minister is the context of this news. Again, Myanmar, we have already discussed Myanmar, so I'm not going into great detail, but let us only talk about the crucial facts of Myanmar. So Myanmar's capital is Naypyidaw and its largest city is Yangon. The government system is unitary republic under a military junta, and it shares its land borders with China to the north and northeast, Laos to the east, Thailand to the southeast, and Bangladesh to the west, and India to the northwest. So that's what it shares its borders with Myanmar. Also, please do remember that it shares borders with India also. And then the coastline is bordered by the Andaman Sea and the Bay of Bengal in the south and the southwest region. So again, you can see the location of Myanmar here in the map here. It shares its borders with India, China, Laos, Thailand, and Indian Ocean as well. So this is the location of Myanmar. Also, I would like to highlight that Myanmar is actually going through a political turmoil. So you can also go through it. You can also understand what Myanmar is going through. It is going through a junta rule right now, but there were internal clashes in Myanmar. So that is one of the key highlights of Myanmar. So I would like to, it is a homework again, go through Myanmar and go through the history of Myanmar and what all political turmoil, political crisis is going on in Myanmar as well. Moving forward, let us talk about the last place in news for today, which is Hungary. Now, Hungary is PM defies EU, promises Putin to keep buying Russian oil. Now, so Hungary, PM has defied the European Union and has promised Putin to keep buying Russian oil. You all know that Russian oil is a major point of conflict today, even for India and for other countries in the world as well, because of sanctions and tariffs. But the Prime Minister of Hungary has defied the European Union and has promised Putin to keep on buying Russian oil. This is the context. Now let us understand the location of Hungary. It is located in Central Europe. Its capital is Budapest. Its government is Unitary Parliamentary Republic, and it shares borders with countries Slovakia to the north, Ukraine to the northeast, Romania to the east, Serbia to the south, Croatia and Slovenia to the southwest, and Austria to the west. You can see the location here. This is what this is all the countries it shares borders with: Slovakia, Australia, Slovenia, Croatia, Serbia, Romania, and Ukraine as well. Now let's talk about the key highlights of Hungary. Hungary is a landlocked Central European country spanning the Carpathian Basin. The Principality of Hungary was founded in the 9th century by Arpad. Hungary is a member of EU, NATO, UN, WTO, Visegrad group. So this is one important pointer that you need to remember, that Hungary is a member of European Union, NATO, UN, WTO, and Visegrad group also. It has universal health care, free secondary education, and high income developed economy. So again, it has something that we in India need to learn, which is universal health care, free secondary education, and high income developed economy. So this is the location of Hungary in the world map, you can see here. And that is it for today. We have covered all the most important places in news, and I will see you in another deep dive video. Until then, bye-bye. Take care.